This is the value of wrestling, the revolutionary force in wrestling podcasting.
Oh, I'm back with episode 77, 2 in a day, right before SmackDown review show goes up live. Are you ready? Tony Khan, let my wrestlers go. Yes, is Tony Khan denying the release of superstars or superstars in AEW asking for the release of Tony Khan? It's saying, no, I don't want to let you go. No, I won't let you go. I don't know, but we're going to talk about it right after this, so stay with me. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm the Big Time. This is Big Tyme Rants, episode now 77. 2 in a day. What do you say? Welcome to the party, la-de-da-de. This is the value of wrestling right here on YouTube. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for checking us out. Another video, number 77. Big Tyme Rants. You got something else to talk about. SmackDown coming up here shortly. West Coast, as you know, right after West Coast SmackDown, me and Mr. Paulus Clark will be live breaking down everything going on SmackDown. Big announcement there. Jade Cargill is going to make her SmackDown debut as an official member of the SmackDown roster. Can't wait to see that. Lots of other stuff coming out of SmackDown tonight. It just may be exciting. The Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes showdown. Wait to see and come back here so we can tell you what we thought about it, how it played out for us, and we're going to let you know all the details on your SmackDown post-show review right here on the Value of Wrestling, right after SmackDown live tonight. Make sure you're here to check that out. Tony Khan, let my wrestlers go. You're not going to use them, let them go. Reports coming out that former AEW World Heavyweight Tag Team Champion Jack Perry has addressed recent reports suggesting he was released from AEW, stating that he requested his release but was denied. Perry made his debut in New Japan Pro Wrestling at the New Japan Pro Wrestling Battle in the Valley, which Miguel Z, our big New Japan Pro Wrestling expert, was at and saw and was part of the breaking news where he attacked Shuto Umino. Since then, he has participated in the New Japan Cup tournament and aligned himself with the House of Torture. This marked Perry's first wrestling appearance since the AEW All In London event, where he was involved in a backstage altercation with CM Punk, leading to his suspension and Punk's departure from AEW. Reports suggested that AEW CEO Tony Khan was displeased with Perry over the incident. However, Khan stated in recent interviews that Perry would return to AEW. Perry has clarified that he requested his release from AEW after the events at AEW All in London, but was denied. He claimed that despite not hearing from Khan for 2 months after the incident, he did not initiate contact to apologize. Khan later arranged a meeting before Full Gear where they discussed Perry's potential return. However, plans changed to CM Punk's WWE return at Survivor Series 2023. Although Perry wanted to compete at New Japan Pro Wrestling Wrestle Kingdom, logistical issues prevented it. He worked with Rocky Romero and Khan to organize his New Japan Pro Wrestling run by being under contract with AEW. Perry stated there are no current plans for his return, and he hasn't spoken to Khan in months. Additionally, Perry has not received clearance for his storyline actions in New Japan Pro Wrestling, such as tearing up his AEW contract at Battle in the Valley or adopting the nickname Scapegoat. Ringside News will provide more updates when we know some, and so we at the Value of Wrestling. But Tony Khan, let our people go. If the Scapegoat Jack Perry wants out, let him go. What do you hold him on to? Why? Why is there a need to keep him there? If he wants to go on to New Japan Pro Wrestling or anywhere else and be better and do things and make money, then he deserves it. Tony Khan, let my people go. Just as much as I think we're going to hear about the Hardy Boys. Matt Hardy's contract's coming up soon. Will we get Jeff Hardy being able to get released from the company? Matt went out and has been supposedly, within the rumors that Sox, and take it all with a grain of salt, trying to get where Jeff Hardy can also possibly be released from his contract. We know Malachi Black and Buddy Matthews are two names that AEW seems to keep dropping the ball on, and we've seen that they'd be a better fit. The House of Black losing to the Infantry in the tag team in the wild card selection due to Mark Briscoe's interference. I don't know if this is the right way they want to go about it, but maybe Buddy Matthews and Malachi Black both want to be back into WWE, and Tony Khan just wants to hold them up. What about Miro? Miro is another big name that isn't AEW that seems to be floating out without any reference. Recently splitting from DJ Perry, his wife, and who knows, maybe it's time for him to go somewhere else for a new, fresh start, where he could possibly get over under a Triple H regime in WWE. And what is the story with MJF? MJF has been removed from the roster page, supposedly no more merchandise by MJF, nothing spoken about MJF. Is MJF just another victim of this? Is Tony Khan holding MJF and won't let him go, trying to make him have some extra dates? Is MJF done and won out also? It's getting very, very interesting in all these scenarios. But here's the point that we got to get to. We know Jack Perry has asked for his release and has not been granted it. And to the point of it, Tony, if you're not going to use him, you haven't used him, you don't want to use him, why won't you let him go? Send him on his way, Tony. Let him find happiness somewhere else. You can't hold up everybody, and there's no reason for you to hold up everybody. At some point, it's just better to let people go. Let people move on. Do something different. Because at the end of the day, it really holds no point in the caliber of who keep captive. If there's people that want out and want to go places where they can be better utilized, why not let them go? It's simple as that. Sometimes it's just easier to let people go and do what they want to do than holding them captive to a contract. It's not doing you or them any good. So what's going to happen? A lot of it is going to be wait and see as we move forward. But right now, it looks like there's a lot of names that just want out. Tony Khan is not wanting to let anybody go. And I mean, some of that we can understand within reason. Some of it is just total ridiculousness. No point to it. People want to go and they think they can do something better somewhere else. Why not let them go? Let them not be happy where they can be fulfilling their goals their way or making money where they want to instead of just snared a cycle of not good. I mean, if Jack Perry's ready to go to New Japan Pro Wrestling and move on with his career professionally, why not let the man go? No need to continuously hold up stars. We saw this under the Vince McMahon regime for a long time. Vince was holding up people, not letting them go. This was just another tragedy of that whole era where it didn't help wrestling and Vince was burying wrestlers just to bury them, and it didn't help them or anybody in that situation at all. And at some point, it is better to let people go, find a place where they can be happy doing what they love to do. It's better for them, it's better for the fans. Why not let our people go and find a happiness somewhere else? Jack Perry asking for his request, released from his AEW contract. We know there's been several others that have had their own feelings about Tony Khan and wanting to be released also. And we just don't see people being let go. I mean, again, it is another issue, much like the Vince McMahon issue, where they constantly held people there against their will. But what is the point? Why continuously do it? Why not let people go? Why not let people go and do what they make happy? Tony Khan, if you're about the wrestlers, if you're about the fans, and let these people go. If Jeff Perry wants out of his contract, he wants to wrestle New Japan Pro Wrestling. Why not let him go? Let him go live his career and do what he wants to do somewhere else. There's nothing else that's going to be there. He's got a new moniker. He's making his name for himself now. Why not let him go and do what he feels he wants to do? Held up for a company that doesn't seem to have anything going for him. I mean, we know MJF. We don't know the status of MJF. Is he still under contract? Will he be back in AEW? I suspect maybe, but there are rumors and speculation that he is trying to get out of the company and Tony Khan is holding him up. Malachi Black, Buddy Matthews' name. We know Jeff wants out and go back to WWE. Matt's almost out the door from everything that looks. So here we are. Tony Khan, set our wrestlers free. If you're not going to use them, let them go. There's no reason to keep them under contract. Use that money to benefit you in a way. Use that money to do something different. There's people that you have in your roster that are A, not bringing in viewers, B, not being used, and are sitting at home doing absolutely nothing. You have two guys in the House of Black who you continue just to kind of make a mockery of. The House of Black is a dead gimmick, and it needs to go away as much as Wardlow needs to go away. So why not let these people go? Why not let the House of Black go? Buddy Matthews, Malachi Black, Brody King, a great wrestler, but you don't know how to present him in a way that makes him look over good. Tony, Let's let them go. Let's let them move on. Let's all move on. Let's move into a new direction, a new era for everybody, everywhere. A new era for WWE, a new era for AEW. It is time to free the people, Tony. Don't hold on to these people. Let them go. It's the simplest thing. Let the people go so the fans will be happy, because if we want to see Malachi Black and Buddy Matthews and maybe Brody King in WWE, where they're going to be featured as a nice stable that might get over there, let them go. If Jack Perry's going to get over New Japan Pro Wrestling as the scapegoat, if he can use his past storyline in New Japan Pro Wrestling to get something going, let him go. Let him develop his character. Let him grow as a professional wrestler. If MJF's done, I get it. Biggest star in your company, pretty much, period. Biggest ratings viewer. MJF needs to be on TV. And I'm assuming you probably have negotiations done. MJF's going to come back, new merchandise, new everything. But if he doesn't want to be there, what's the point? Miro? What's the point in keeping Miro there? You have CJ Perry. She wants to stay, great. If Miro wants to go somewhere else because it doesn't work out, let him go. The Hardy Boys, they're not happy there because you haven't presented them in a way that makes the Hardy Boys look anything but old and past their prime. Let them go. Let them go have their last run in WWE. Let them close their chapter in their lives, end their career together in WWE. Let them get the WWE Hall of Fame nomination. We can all move forward. Ladies and gentlemen, this is breaking news that's coming out. See, Jack Perry requesting his release and being denied on it. That's new information coming out. There seems to be other names within all this that are being held by AEW that are being held up by Tony Khan. That went out. Tony Khan, let my wrestlers free. Let's make it happen. On the Big Time, this is the Value of Wrestling. This was a quick breaking news. I'll be back later this evening with Mr. Paul Escart for your SmackDown post-show review. Make sure you're here for that. Make sure you give this a thumbs up. Ring that bell for notifications so whenever new content or we go live come up, you'll be available to watch that or ready to know what's going on. And finally, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We are growing. We want to continue to grow. We need each and every one of your help to continue to grow. If you want to reach out to the Value Wrestling, whether you're a wrestler or part of the wrestling community or run your own independent fed or any connections where we can get together and help promote you and you help promote us, and we work together side by side. If you want to come in for an interview as a wrestler or part of the wrestling community in some fashion or form, reach out to us at thevaluewrestling@gmail.com. Let us know who you are and what you bring to the table. We like to get interviews. We have a couple that we're working on. We're working with a couple other independent federations that we want to be announcing here soon, but we're working out the details, ironing these things out. We want to do interviews with local stars. We want to do interviews with big stars. If you want to help us out, if you're watching this and you're a fan of what we do here, give us a shot. Give us a chance. Let us give you a platform. Let us work together to make something special, because I promise you it'll be worth it for all of us involved. We are here to make a splash. We are not pretenders. We are contenders. That is what the vow of the Value of Wrestling is. We guarantee you to always put the value back into professional wrestling right here on the greatest podcast, Professional Wrestling Podcast. That is for sure. I am rambling and getting tongue-tied. I will be back with SmackDown, Paul Escart, here in a little bit. If you haven't watched SmackDown, go enjoy it. If you're getting through it right now, let's not spoil it. We'll see you. Be here. Be ready to get in the chat. Tell us what you thought of Friday Night SmackDown as we head in the road to WrestleMania. We only got 2 weeks left, and then we'll see you on that one. I'm out of here.